months, it seems to randomly pop up. And what the hell is that song? Is that how Rick? Did we write that? Where did that come from?
You're listening to the local show here at 95.7 The Spin, and I am here with Foxes Have Holes from Paducah, Kentucky.
Yeah. What's up?
You guys want to introduce and tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Well, absolutely. Hey, everybody out there. My name is Jacob Boyd.
I'm Zach Kikasola.
I'm Nolan Feldman.
And we are the trio, the little core here.
The triumvirate.
The triumvirate. Nice. It's coming back around. For a band called Foxes Have Holes from the heartland of the United States of America.
The Midwest countryside.
Right on the border there of Paducah, Kentucky and Brookport, Illinois.
Awesome. So how did you all get started as a band?
Oof. Well, he and I have been playing together for, God, it's going on like 12 years now.
Yeah.
And we had a band, and we were in the process of making a record, and things kind of fell apart at the last second, and we kind of decided, and they're like, we want to keep going in this path or try something new. And so we made a record. We made an EP in about a month.
We did.
And then we took it like...
We made it a couple times, didn't
we made it a couple times. And we took a couple years to finally make that into a record.
Yeah, like into an actual record.
Full length and the whole thing.
We had our high school band called Please Stand By. And me and Zach's actually my buddy with that. You know, he was like the first real good musician that I had known and played with. And of course, brother. And so we were doing Please Stand By, and you know how high school is. You know, things change and people change so quickly. So we adjusted for the variables, and we had some different people come in and out, and we finally said, you know what, we're making a record, we're doing this, we're throwing everything out the window. We bought we bought a good computer and a whole bunch of software, and kind of just started throwing things at the wall. We'd pull all-nighters and stay up all night and like obsess over the tracks and try to get them sounding good. It was all authentic DIY stuff, especially for our first album.
Oh yeah.
We even did in-house mastering on that one. Now we switched it up on the second one, but yeah, and so we had a couple different people coming in for that one, and we just kind of did by whatever means necessary, and that's kind of like the foundation of this project, Foxes Have Holes. And we picked up Nolan over here
a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Right after the second record. Yeah, right after we finished the second record, Nolan came around to us.
He's been a staple ever since. So, and here we are.
Awesome, and we're glad to have you here. What made you guys come into this genre of music?
Alternative rock.
It's hard.
Inspiration.
Yeah, right. I mean,
we're all emo kids.
Yeah, Jacob and I grew up punk rock kids, and so it's just kind of how our taste evolved as we got older and we started getting into more things. We're big fans of the Mountain Goats. We love Angels and Airwaves, and going back to a lot of older stuff, and just all kinds of different. So how to keep that energy and everything of that punk feeling of a kid, but also maturing it, and that's just kind of the direction that we've taken. We're just very, very eclectic people.
And we end up getting our own unique sound out of all the influences, all these bands. I mean, in the very beginning, it was like Blink-182, New Found Glory, pop punk, really. I graduated in 2009. Say Anything, all those other bands that were really big around 03, 04 to,
Shout out to Victory Records for everybody listening.
Yeah, up at top. So yeah, that's kind of we just made the music we love. We wanted to feel something with the music on some occasions, and then on the other occasions we wanted to portray that with honest vocals, and it's all Survivor metaphors in the end.
Yeah, pretty much.
We boil down to.
When I came into the band, what appealed to me was that it seemed to have maintained the energy of like adolescent punk music, with gaining the maturity of more alternative stuff. It seemed like this was the learned behavior from that like punk ethos that it like garnered all of these different musical backgrounds.
It matured. It didn't grow up. Kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not done being a kid, but it's maybe lost some innocence.
Oh yeah.
It's dangerous to feel this way at our age, man.
Yeah. It is, and as we grow, that becomes more evolved, and we kind of go with the other territories surrounding that general core.
Right.
So.
All right. So speaking of your unique sound, I see here you're going to be playing for us Jackson Purchase intro. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. The Jackson Purchase intro. It's kind of like a dreary nighttime thing on the album. But it's a good way to start our second record. We were listening to bands like Brand New, and we were promised Jetpacks, and some of these bands, some more than others, weren't afraid to let the music do the talking and take you on a journey there. So we thought it'd be good to start the record off on a slow note and kind of show musically how we were evolving at the time.
And we had even some of them went back to the Please Stand By days. We had a few guitar riffs and things that had just been sitting around and waiting on a home for all these years. We found a way to make them all work in this big kind of overture of the record kind of thing.
And it ended up being a good enough theme to, good sound to start the record with.
All right. So this is Jackson Purchase intro.
So.
Taking enough and you'd seen enough. You wanted to stay. Oh, and do you feel lost when the wind blows? It's a room in the back that we all know. And when I watch you go, so much believe that you do, 'cause you can do it.
All right, that was Jackson Purchase intro from Foxes Have Holes. And stay tuned for more great music and questions answered.
95.7 The Spin.
We should have sang on the way up here.